What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to customize this rack for AV use. Gain stage mixing, power, everything all in one. So whenever you deploy it, all you got to do is just pop the front panel off and you are good to go. Stick around. Welcome back to the video, guys. Today is a special day. We've been deploying gain stage mixers for right around the past 30 years. And in the previous video that you saw last week, you saw the little rack and a build out of this. That was just staging it so we could do today's video. I firmly believe in gain stage mixing because you're not pushing all the volume out of one source for your music from Serato, from your CDJs, or from your mic. You're gonna push all that into one mixer that has more headroom, that can handle something like that. It's gonna change your life, and of course, there's other reasons like a backup plan. Today, we're sponsored by Sweetwater Sound. That's right, get all your gear and get everything that you see today from Sweetwater. Shout out to Brandon Flynn over there. We did something special for the Rane Performer, taking off $100 for users who ordered the Rane Performer from him. All right. Let's get into it. So what we have here is a standard Gator case that, to be honest, this is the first time I'm doing this because we normally build our own cases. And part of the reason why I'm doing this is because I wanted to show you guys that it's really easy to do with readily available materials online. So this is what the case looks like. It is an angled Gator case. I believe that's 8 rack units up top, 6 in the back, and what is that, 2 or 3 in front? 2 units in the front. You guys have seen what we've done with our previous builds, and you can see these right here. It's a panel. We build custom patch panels based off of what we want and how we're going to deploy this. So other rigs that we have are AV panels where it's audio in, audio out, aux in, aux out, microphone in, microphone out, power. We have others that are for HDMI when we're deploying switchers and producing video. We generally do those for our bigger shows. The rig that we're building today is right around 2 or 4 microphones. And what you do is, I think we have 10 IOs that we're doing today, no power. You take these, you pop them out, and you wiggle this around until it pops off. And that's it. And through the power of TV, so we're gonna do 5 in, 5 out. 5 out, why do you say? 2 mains and an aux out for a cinematographer. And always ask your cinematographers what they're using. Most will be using Zoom recorders, and a Zoom recorder like an H4n, you need to attenuate that signal. You don't want it overly hot. And sometimes people get lost in that fray of, oh my God, it's a wedding day, we need to set this up. I've had photographers and cinematographers not ask us to attenuate, and I'm like, hey, you guys need to attenuate that. Even though the signal looks clean and the line level looks clean, it's gonna come out too hot. So this is what it looks like. All the holes are punched out. These, I went to Home Depot, had to buy more screws. We outfit with things like this. You drop an XLR. So we're gonna go 5 in for 2 for the DJ, 2 mics, and 1 aux. And then the outs, we already addressed that. So you can see it's gonna sit in the rack just about like that. Let's get to work. So you're gonna see me doing this, and I'm actually standing on something right now. I'm not that tall. Why am I standing on it? So you can see me. You'll see what I'm standing on in a few. So they come with their own screws, but the ones that I got from Home Depot, I really like too, and I'll show you what those are. Those are M3 screws, M3.5. So check those out if you want. So you drop them in, and then tighten that bad boy down. If you wanted to, if you really wanted to get it in there, you can drop some glue, set your screws. That's it. So you do that for everything that you want. I don't feel like soldering today, so that's why I'm using these pre-purchased ones, which are pretty awesome. Because again, everything is readily available. So if you guys didn't know, I was actually in the hospital with a lung infection, and it caused pleurisy. I'm just happy that I can be out of the hospital now. I mean, it was crazy. I did a 4th of July fireworks party and I was sick for weeks. Of course, the doctor told me that I wasn't contagious. So whenever I go out and I do something, I have to make sure. I did the NBA draft party for Zachary Rissache, who was the #1 overall draft pick. And I was like sick that day. Took a ton of medicine just to be able to do that party. And eventually I was doing a 4th of July party. And right after the party, right after the fireworks watching event, went straight to the hospital, could barely breathe. Come to find out, it was 2 infections. The first one was caused by a virus. The second one was a bacterial infection, and it caused pleurisy. And because of pleurisy and all the coughing for 5 to 6 weeks, I strained my intercostal muscles. So doing anything that involves like intensive labor or anything like this, like what I'm doing, like this is probably like the max that I could do right now. And you ask, why build out something like this? You want to build out something like this? So these connectors, these couplers, they're only like $15 each. For you to be able to save your gear from unplug and plug, unplug and plug. Yeah, it sounds crazy that we do stuff like this, but it actually speeds up workflow because everything's plugged in and you just gotta patch right to here. Also, you don't want to overuse the I/O of your more expensive gear. So this is why we do stuff like this. It's actually cheaper if you solder everything yourself. These connection terminals are only like $5 if you solder yourself. Now for what you guys really came to see. This is what it looks like. And it'll sit in the rack just like that. Nice and pretty. All right, let's put it all together. And you're gonna see how short I really am. What was I standing on this entire time? I'm standing on a rack drawer. I like them because I get to stuff things in here that I know I'll eventually need, like extra batteries, wires and cables. If I didn't want to put a power conditioner in here, I do it as a two banger, because if I did it as a 2-banger, that way I would be able to store even more stuff in here. But you got keys too, so you could lock your stuff. And as you guys can see, the power conditioner I am using is a Furman M8DX because it has the voltage meter on. The rack drawer is in. That's in. I don't like that like that. I don't like that like that. So, of course, tie it. What time do we have? It's 3 o'clock. Man, I got a live stream soon. All right. It's the brains behind this baby. I actually want to see how this drawer works. So this is perfect because you can see that, right? When you pull the drawer out, it's still here. So what I'll end up doing is I will mount with Velcro the power cord for Allen and Heath. You can see how anal I am with everything here. I just like to make sure that things fit properly the way that I envision them. What I'll probably end up doing is plug the headphones in through there and run it as another one of these bad boys. Thanks for sticking around for this. Would you look at that? A perfect fit. Install the hinge first. Right? In this way. Ow! Look at all that playroom you got there. Also, what's really dope about this Allen and Heath CQ12 is it's Bluetooth, right? So in a worst case scenario, if you forget something and you need to dump, have an iPad ready, have an iPad ready, have your phone ready. My phone is already connected to this, so by the time, you know, if something in a worst case scenario happens, boom, I have corresponding backups. If it goes down during a dance set, dump right to a premix, reboot the controller or the laptop, whatever you need to do, or both. I suggest both, and you can carry on. There's our aux, right? So we have two mains, and then the aux is going to be attenuated from here. It's going to be a 1/4 inch to XLR. And what I'm doing here is I'm making sure that everything is out of the way. We're going to keep microphone as yellow. And anything that's pre-wired, I'm sorry, we're going to keep mixer as yellow. So anything that's pre-wired will go to an area that is tucked out of the way. Let's do that now. In this case, Velcro, it's your friend. So aside from some finishing touches, this is it. I can confirm that if you don't use a right angle XLR, you can't leave the XLRs in and just close the top. That's kind of the downfall here. Weight-wise, 50 pounds, if that. And that's really coming from the rack. I can't really lift anything right now. Again, I was in the hospital, so I really shouldn't even be lifting this. Doctor's gonna flip out on me if he finds out I'm doing this. But guys, this was awesome. I'm glad that I could do this with you. Again, thank you Gator Cases, and thank you to the incredible team at Sweetwater. If you guys are interested in a Rane performer again, hit up Brandon Flynn and let him know that I sent you. I can't say how much they're discounting, but they're taking off a good amount for anybody who I refer over to, because we just want to get the Rane performer in people's hands so they could try it out and hopefully love it just as much as I love it. Of course, we're dropping a Saved by the Beat logo there. This video is going to be a lot of editing. I know it already, but it's 100% worth it because you guys get to see what it's like to build a rack. You just go boom, boom on your mics. Fits, no problem. Again, thank you to Sweetwater and to Gator Cases for doing this with us. I wanted to show people how easy it was to build. And yeah, it took over an hour. It's reliable, it's quick to deploy, and helps you gain stage, and it's Bluetooth. This Allen and Heath mixer is Bluetooth. Links for everything that I used today, it's below. It's the Sweetwater link. If you guys have any questions, drop it in the comments, or feel free to hit me on Instagram. It's RealDJYoshi, and I can answer and walk you through your builds as well. If you're in New Jersey or in New York and you want to do this, hit me up. We could do this together, and I'm looking forward to it. Thank you guys for tuning in, and check out all the other videos. We're trying to monetize here in 2024, so I hope you guys can help me get there and be a part of it. On YouTube, we do videos like this, golf, live streaming. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you guys in another video. Peace, y'all.
DJ Yoshi, baby.